It's your boy Stacks for Real Sacrifice for Riches, and if you have not been here before, I am a trader in the stock market. I've been doing this for maybe over 6 years. I've been helping tens of thousands of people in various communities. My primary community outside of this one is KG. If you don't know KG, that's Keenan Grace. He's a multimillionaire. I'm a crown trader over there. I help a lot of traders there with live training and trading. In my community, I do the same thing. We do live trading sessions for megalodons and live training sessions for megalodons, but also the entirety of the Discord to some extent, just so everybody has a foundational understanding of things. Okay, so that's kind of what it is. I served in the military for 13 years. I'm a college grad. I'm pretty successful outside of the market, and the market is just another avenue that I'm trying to use in order to create generational wealth, right? That's kind of what the whole bag is about. That is it. I have a wife, I have 2 kids, I'm a family man, and I don't know much more what you need to know, but I'm a pretty down to earth guy, and I'm a pretty humble dude at the same time, and it brings me genuine joy to help people. The reason why I'm here is because of everybody here. Like, YouTube and social media was never like the thing that I was planning on doing, but a lot of people pushed me into it. A lot of people in the community asked me to do some things to share my journey more publicly, so I did, and that's just all this transpired from that, right? So shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me for all these years, behind the scenes and publicly. So with that being said, we're gonna dive into what things mean. If you have any questions, you let me know, but let's start it off with this. Okay, so what you see right here is what the cockpit is. Now, if I remove that, the top right hand corner, you see something called a cockpit, right? I'm about to show you a zoomed in version of it, and then I'm going to go line by line so you understand what it means, and then we're going to dive into some other things. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you're focused and you're ready to go and you're ready for us to dive into this indicator. Shout out to you, big dog. Hey, why don't you put something together? Like, put a meal together, put it in what do you call it? Some dry ice, freeze, like whatever, and then ship it to me like fresh, right? So I can warm it up and be like, I got a meal from Chef. Let's get locked in, y'all. Let's get locked in. All right. All right, so let's get it. All right, so we're zooming in. I'm about to show you. We're zooming into this, right? This is my cockpit right here, all right? And we're going to go into it. I was going to reserve this for my Leviathans only, but I figured everybody needs to know, so I'm just going to do it, right? For everybody, because it doesn't hurt, right? So the cockpit, this is what each row means, all right? So time frame, which time frame you're on. So the 15 minute equals the analysis, the 5 minutes is your entry, and then your 1 minute is your trigger. Okay, so when you switch between the time frames, it's going to show you those things. Okay, it's going to show you under the status those specific things. Okay, session is your market session. Is it New York Open? Is it Power Hour? It's Asian session? Whatever it is, it's the highest activity. Okay, for that particular trading time. Okay, your 15 minute bias, it's your the higher time frame direction. Okay, and it's bullish equals favoring calls and bearish equals favoring puts. Okay, that's what the 15 minute bias is, right? 15 minute bias stays there. So when you're the 45 second, the 1 minute, the 5 minute, whatever, you know what the bias is on the 15 minute at all times. Okay, so no more back and forth jumping around trying to figure out what's what. Okay, market mode is, are we trending? So signals active, chop, wait, or no trades. So under that market mode, it will show you those things. A lot of people get chopped up in this game. A lot of people get chopped up in the market, and this indicator will tell you when we're in a chop zone, and it's going to tell you when to wait. All right, that is what it's designed to do. When you see chop, when you see wait, it's clear instructions to sit on your hands, right? No more guessing, no more trying to figure out if you're about to get chopped up or not, right? It's going to tell you. It's a beautiful thing, right? Saves lives, right? Saves accounts. I was there heavy. Hold on. I used to see you. Yep. Got it. So that's market mode. Okay. So now we're looking at the EMA bias. Okay. So, it's price versus the 200-day, right? So I have a 200-day EMA baked into this indicator. Okay. And then above it, it'll show you a bullish sign, right? Below it, it'll show you a bearish sign. Let me see if I can pull up so I can highlight something on my screen, and it's easy. All right, so can I do my pencil thing? Okay, so we are EMA bias right here. Oh, look at that. Can y'all see that drawing? I just want to know. Can y'all see that? Okay, so we're under EMA right now. Okay, so right here, it will say rather we're bullish or bearish if we're underneath the if we're above or under the 200-day EMA. Okay, that's what that's gonna do. Thanks, bro. Glad to see you. Okay, let's get it. Let me know if y'all are seeing these marks on the screen, so I know. You're not seeing the marks? Okay, you probably won't then, unless I do like a screen share. So, all right, don't worry about it. Try to follow along. I don't think I can. I don't think I can fix it then. So I tried. That'll be another thing to figure out later. Okay. Okay. So continuing. Let me just get this off my screen. Continuing. Okay, so now we're at VWAP. Okay, so VWAP is baked into the indicator, so you don't need all these bunch of lines or whatever. Now, if you are a VWAP trader, then you probably understand the difference between the first and second standard deviation of VWAP. And if you are a VWAP trader, you probably rely on those deviations to determine whether or not something's about to turn around or not. Right? There are indications to play VWAP, so if you need it, put it on your chart. However, if you don't need the deviations, then I have, and the only thing you need to know is if we're above or below, then that's one less thing you have to worry about because I have it baked into this indicator. So VWAP, it'll tell you if we're above or below. Okay, structure. So are we in a current swing trend or uptrend or downtrend or yellow? Yellow will be a high time frame conflict. Okay. So structure makes sense, right? Are we trending or not trending? Easy. Volume, spike. So these are the words you'll see under the status column for each of these table options. Okay, each of these categories. So for volume, spike means that institutions are moving the price, right? Active is okay volume. Okay, you have active volume. Right, low means be cautious, right? That means that you might be seeing a false move to the up or down side. You might see some chop or whatever. So just be careful when you see low. It's going to show you low, active, or spike. Okay, PD zone. This is a discount. If you see discount there, it means buy zone. Okay, this means that we're favoring calls. If you see premiums, this means sell zone. We're favoring puts. Now, this doesn't mean that just because you're discount and you're in the buy zone, that doesn't mean that let's just hop into calls, right? No, this means that watch for price action, because if there's an opportunity, this is the premium area or the discounted area, the best price available to buy an options contract now, right? Or the stock, whatever, however you trade. Or if you're trading futures, it works with that too. So it's pretty much telling you, here's the most opportune time to buy a put, and here's the most opportune time to buy a call. And it's essentially taking the top third and the bottom third, top 30%, bottom 30% of a range of the past, I want to say 50 candles or so, to dictate, what's a good price. Okay, so that's what that is for. Liquidity is active sweep. Okay. Or previous day high, previous day low event happening right now. Okay, so that's what it's going to show you, right? And then Confluence. So this is a live score of 0 to 6. The higher the score, the better. Below 3s, it's you pretty much skip the trade. Okay, I mean below 3s, you're risking it a little bit. Okay, but now of course you're your own trader. You do your own due diligence. If you see something the indicator may not, do your thing, right? But the indicator, just like any other indicator, is designed to support a theory, right? It's not designed to replace your strategy, right? You can play off of this indicator quite well, but it's not meant to replace your strategy. So you need to use your eyes. You need to make it make sense, okay? So setup watch is going to show you rather we're watching longs or watching shorts. It's a signal forming, okay? Note, and then the other option that'll show under setup watch is no setup, okay? So nothing's worth playing right now. It doesn't see a setup. So that's what you'll see. You'll see that we're watching longs or we're watching shorts, and that's what that is. Hold status, right? It's going to tell you rather or not it's safe to be holding the current position that you're in. For example, if you it won't always tell you to hop into a call or hop into a put or suggest one, right? But if you are in a trend, for example, you're in an uptrend and you are in a call option, you might see a hold status that says it's safe to hold, right? Because everything aligns. Everything is saying that we're still moving up, right? The other thing that would pop up down where it says hold status is what you see right now. It says protect position, okay? It's pretty much telling you to start managing your risk because it's starting to see signs of maybe some exhaustion. Maybe you're starting to see some liquidity grabs, right? Buy side or sell side. Maybe you're tightening. Maybe you're getting more into consolidation mode. Like when you stop trending, then it's going to tell you, hey, you might want to protect your profits, right? So that is the cockpit, right? In a nutshell. You just see my dashboard, huh? All right. Let me know that you guys are seeing both the cockpit definitions to the left for what each row means, and also like an example of what it is to the right. You should see two images here. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see two images. All right. Well, hopefully somebody lets me know, right? But to sum it up, time frames. What mode are you in? Session. Is it even worth trading right now? 15-minute bias is the big picture of the direction. The market mode is it trending or chopping, right? EMA bias is a macro position. VWAP is a session control, right? Structure, what the market is doing right now. Volume is the conviction behind the move. The PD zone is the price expensive or on sale. Liquidity, where are the traps, right? Confluence, pretty much the summary. The setup, active or are we waiting? The hold status, protect or hold the position. That's it. Does this make sense? Yeah, I'm not showing my chart right now. Okay, I'm going over what things mean within the indicator itself. Okay. So before we go into the chart, right? Thank you for letting me know it makes sense. Before we go into the chart, I need to teach you a little thing about some signals, okay? So, and it won't be a complete breakdown. I have deep dives and master classes that I provide on these particular explanations, but I want to make sure that we have a holistic understanding of what's going on, right? So break a structure versus change a character, right? Well, I wonder if I should. Yeah, I think I'll show you on the chart. Okay, but essentially, break a structure means that the trend is continuing. Change a character means that the market's just changed its mind. Okay, knowing which one you're looking at, it changes everything. Okay, then you have buy side and sell side liquidities. Okay, I had these as labels within the chart, and we're gonna go over it though. But essentially, we can explain liquidity pools if you don't know, right? Then we have sweeps that happen on the chart that is also identified with this indicator. All right, so when the sweep happens, you need to understand the price didn't randomly spike to a point. It went to collect something, it went to get something, and once it got it, the real move started, right? So what is it getting? It's getting orders, right? That's what it's trying to get. So and then we have the previous day high and previous day low lines that shows on there as well, and then we're going to talk about what that all looks like. Okay, so okay, so let's get rid of this and let's look at the chart. Okay, so what did we just talk about? We talked about break a structure and change a character, right? So here's the chart. Here's the chart, right? And this is Amazon on the 1 hour, but I'm going to go ahead and move to the 15 minutes so we can get more incremental data, right? I know it looks like a lot, but trust me, once I explain it, it'll all make sense. Okay, so let's zoom in. I am on the 15-minute time frame, and as you can see, all of what you see right now on this indicator is based on what's happening right now. So I need to rewind so you can see exactly what's happening. Let's see, right? Let's stop here. Okay. All right. So this red line is the 200 EMA that's baked into the indicator. The red box that you see is the sell side order block or supply zone, right? And then this cyan is buy order block, right? Or a demand zone, essentially, for this particular instance. Now, of course, there's other ways to find supply and demand, and if you know how to do that, great. But this is just what's being baked into my indicator. Okay, so now let's talk about it. So we understand market structure. Hopefully we do. If we don't, let's keep it a buck, and let's keep it basic. We got higher lows and higher highs, right? You got higher highs and higher lows. That is a market structure, right? This is representative of an uptrend. Now, of course, you see that we're in a downtrend, but we are looking to see if we're gonna break our downtrend. So before we get to the downtrend, I want to show you, before we get to the uptrend, I want to show you the downtrend, right? So with the downtrend, you see that we have volumes, right? That is on these candles. When you see volume on the candles, these are representative of institutional selling, right? Institutions are hopping in here and they are telling you that they want to push the stock down, right? Now, you do get sometimes like a trigger for a call option if with certain confluences, right? T4 is not a strong one, but we're going to go over what these numbers mean, right? You're going to have a cheat sheet and you'll be able to screenshot it or whatnot. And if you sign up for it, you'll also get some cheat sheets when you fill out the form to gain access. Okay. So, but anyway, so we got volume and clearly we're in a downtrend. Now on the table, it shows you that we're bearish on the EMAs and we're below the VWAP, right? It shows you right there on the table over here. It says that we're in a premium zone for puts. That's way over here, but nonetheless, I just want you to see what the table is showing you. In a downtrend, right? A sign of a continuation of a downtrend is when you start to get a break of structure, right? Which means that you are breaking the lower low, right? The previous low. So let's go here. So we got our high, right? Then we have, our lower highs, right? That's what's going on right here, right? Lower highs. But then you have your lows, right? your lows, and then you have your lower lows. Okay, right? So when you break the lows, in a downtrend, then you are forming a breaker structure, which is giving you your continuation signal. So that is what signals you. Now I can show you how that pops up or populates when this is live. So I will go ahead and do a replay on this interval. Well, see, we're on the 15 minutes, so we probably want to get more. So just like that, it'll just pop up just like that. Okay, once it breaks and closes, it's letting you know right there. Okay, 1 second here, I gotta turn on my lines. Okay. This orange line is a previous day low, just so you guys know. This automatically pops up on the indicator. A previous day low and a previous day high is all automatically there. You never have to look it up ever again, right? It shows you. So anyway, so we got to break a structure, which means we have a continuation, right? So this is confirmation essentially that you are maintaining this downtrend structure. Okay, so at what point do we look for calls? Well, that's when we have something called a change of character. Now, a lot of new traders, for sure, they don't see this happening because they're too close to it, or they just aren't aware of it. But when you get a change of structure and you get that confirmation, then that is your signal for a change of direction, right? To go from puts to calls. Now let's see how this happens. So as you can see, we have lower highs and lower lows, right? So we're gonna press play. Now I'm pausing here. Why? Well, because I know this is a hammer at the bottom of a downtrend, and a hammer at the bottom of a downtrend, there's a 70% chance, 60 to 70% chance of a reversal. So we're watching for signals like this, okay? I see that volume's low, right? In my table, I see that we were in chop in my table, that I need to wait, right? But I see that our structure, right, may be switching to an uptrend. On the 15-minute, it probably just is, okay? And right now, there's a discount on call options at this current moment in time, okay? That's what everything's telling me right now in the cockpit over there. So we press play. So technically, right now, this is our previous day low, right? We came back to retest the previous day low. However, we are now above this level, right? A change of character in this situation would be us now forming a higher low, okay? And let's see what the indicator tells us. So we got volume push, right? But we still have low volume right now. I know we're going into like a different session and stuff like that, but it's just what it is. Change of character. Why is it change of character? Right? Well, because we're no longer in a downtrend, right? We had a candle that closed, right? Closed with a higher high, right? And now we have a higher low, right? So you get notification that, hey, the trend is changing for you, right? It's giving you the heads up that, hey, we might be looking for calls at this point now, right? So let's play it through and see what happens. A couple things before I continue. Is this making sense so far? I know we're replaying, but I'm trying to replay so you can see what's being identified by the chart, okay? So when we're looking at the charts, right, we need to be asking ourselves, like, is price expensive or is it on sale right now, right? Because that's what we need to know. We need to know when is the most opportune time to buy or not, buy or sell. And again, that cockpit at the top right hand corner, it tells you, right? It shows, hey, you might want to watch longs, right? Or you might want to watch puts, right? it'll tell you, hey, this is a premium time for calls, and this is a premium, this is a discount for calls and a premium put selection. When I rewind it, you'll see it pop up in the chart. Discount on calls, if you can see it. Let's see here. Right here, it says discount on calls. So it's saying down here, it's a discount on calls. That doesn't mean to get into calls, but that means, hey, if you see an opportunity to hop into calls, right? If you see price action going in your favor, right? Then, hey, not a bad move right here, okay? If you have your confirmations, we have a hammer at the bottom of a downtrend. To me, it's looking like a sell side liquidity, and we'll press play and see what happens. So again, I'm on the 15 minute. Now, of course, if I go to a 5 minute or 1 minute, you might see a little bit more detail. But here, for example, it identified it as sell side liquidity. On a 5 minute, it probably would have spotted that sooner, but I'm on the 15 minute, just showing you what's going on. Okay. On the 5 minute, the same area, sell side liquidity, right? It shows you right here. On the 5 minute, you see the change of character that happens right here, right? Early, right? You see it, okay? So that's what's going on right now on the 5 minute. So it's a lot of chop though, right? So press play. It looks like we failed to break above the previous day low, previous day low. So we're still kind of bearish, but we're in a uptrend because we have a higher high, and it looks like we're going to be making, we have a higher low, and it looks like we're going to be making a higher high. And that's what we got. Okay. So now, again, we have sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity, change of character, and now we have a break of structure. Break of structure is proof positive that we have a continuation, right? And now it's met with volume. You have an institutional volume here. This is after hours. Okay. So this is what's going on within the indicator. It's actively telling you what's going on. Now I know it looks fast right now because we're jumping 15-minute intervals, all right? But it's not bad, okay? Everything told us that we were going up, okay? We get this manipulative move here at the open. We have sell side liquidity. We have equal lows, right? But we get a big volume push. When you see volume on the indicator, it's telling you that institutions have stepped in. Too often we get candles like this, right? We get just candles and we think that we're going to go up, and it actually turns on us, right? But if you get a volume indication on this indicator, it's telling you that institutions are supporting this move, right? Institutions want to push this up. That's what that means, right? We have a buy side order block, and then we're finding confirmation. We're finding some support here, right? It's telling you that the buyers are keeping this up, right? We're holding this up. This whole box formed automatically on the indicator. I didn't draw this, okay? I didn't draw this, okay? So yeah, I mean, this is just what's going on. You get a break of structure, telling you a continuation. We have a previous day high. Hold on. Yeah, it's a previous day high, but I gotta fix my indicator. But this is the previous day high, and we just cracked the previous day high, right? And we confirmed above it, and now we're just running, right? So this is what's going on with the indicator. And all the while, this cockpit is telling you what's what, okay? It's telling you what's what. So let me flip to the 5 minute to get more incremental so you can see what's going on. So the 5 minute is probably where you're gonna find yourself taking positions. Either you'll use it as your entry, or you'll use a 1 minute as like your trigger to enter a position, okay? So hold on, let me take a drink. Before I continue, I know it's a lot, but again, this is what our brain has to decipher without this stuff, right? We need to understand if we're if there's a buy side or sell side liquidity. We need to understand if we have a supply or demand zone. We need to understand if there's a liquidity sweep, right? We need to understand if there's a break of structure. We need to understand if there's a change of character. We need to understand what the market structure is, right? These are all the things that we are trying to actively decipher while trying to play a position. And when you have 6+ indicators, like that does all these different things on your chart, then it's like noise. And then it turns to something that feels more like gambling, because you're really all over the place, right? And so that's what this is designed to do, is to kind of just hone it in and give you a clear read of what it all means. And if you know what this stuff means, then you know right now that this is pretty valuable, right? Because it's literally giving you the book. It's literally giving you a left to right read of what's going on, right, with the chart actively. So your brain has to process less. That's the whole point of this. Okay, that's the whole point of this. Okay. So, so did the indicator draw? Yes, the indicator did draw the channel. Yes, the indicator drew that channel. Indicator popped up this change of character right here, right? Change of character, right? Because we had a low, we had a lower high, we had a low and a lower low, right? Which it was sandwiched between the buy side and sell side liquidity, but then we get a pop, right? And then we actually break this and form a higher high, and then we find support, right? We find support making a higher low, right? And when you get that higher low is when you get that change of character. When you get the change of character, that's telling you that, hey, we're going up or we're going down. You're going to notice that the change of characters even give you a green or red, letting you know that it's a change of character to the upside or a change of character to the downside. So you don't even need to think, oh man, are we bullish here? Are we bearish here? No, like it's telling you exactly what to do, or like what's going on. Okay. So, so this is going to pull up a call put option, and I don't know how accurate this was going to be, but we're going to find out. It is typically pretty accurate, but I'll tell you what's more accurate than others. Okay, so this right here popped up. This gives you a play. Okay, this gives you a play. The play is a call option, and it's a T1 code. And I'm gonna show you what that means. It's a T1 code. Let's see if I can. So it's a T1 code, and then what it tells you your entry, right? It tells you your stop loss, and it tells you your take profit target. Okay, so here's your stop loss. It draws it on the chart for you, right? It draws it on your chart for you, right? Why did this form a call option? Well, because we're in an uptrend now. Okay, within this 5-minute right time frame, we're in an uptrend here. We're bullish on the 15-minute. We're trending up. We're bullish, meaning we're above our EMAs. The only thing right now is that we're still below VWAP. But we're approaching our previous day high, right? This is a premium zone for puts. If we see a retracement, that means that, or if we see price action, that means that if we see price action says that we're going to reverse, then it's an opportune time for premiums or puts up here, because it's the cheapest we'll find it. But anyway, we're looking at calls as of right now. So this is what you get. Okay. And I'll show you what the T's mean, and you guys will get the cheat sheets. So look, we played a call option. I told you with the call option. Now the question is, did we hit our target? We hit our target. Look at that. We announced the call option here. We have a stop loss that didn't get hit, and we have a take profit target that it ran right to. Okay. Did y'all see that happen? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all just seen the indicator generate a play and it execute. I want to make sure I still got everybody, so that's why I'm pausing asking the question. Hopefully I'm still connected. Hopefully I'm still connected. All right. Where's my chat? All right. Hopefully it's making sense. Okay, so I want to show y'all this. Oops. I want to show y'all what this means, so there's no confusion. I know it's a lot, but just like any other indicator, y'all, you have to spend time with it. You have to spend time with it. Back test it. See if it works with your strategy, right? And then that's what we'll do. Then you have to see if it works for you. So, this right here. 1 second. All right, if you're purchasing, like if you're getting into the app right now and you're asking for access, you'll have it by the end of this stream, okay? But I want you to know what these means. So when you see T1, like you see in the middle of my screen right now, when you see this indication, T1, call option, rather it's a call or a put, it'll show you both. Okay, it'll show you both. So T1, it's change of character retest. It's one of our highest quality setups on here. Okay, it's labeled as an arrow. Hold on 1 second. All right. At a prior change of character level, okay, and it'll show calls or puts. Calls will be green, puts will be red, right? So what does it mean? It means that the structure flipped, right? And the change of character confirmed, right? Price pulled back to retest the broken level and it held. Institutional re-entry, smart money defending the new direction. That's what it is. How to trade it. This is the cheat sheet, right? Wait for the retest candle to close. Confirm Cockpit shows watching long or short in whichever direction we're looking at. And then with Confluence, 4+ is your cleanest entry. I think, let's see, this one right here. If we go back to this bar. All right, let's press play and see what the Confluence score is. So we don't have a Confluence score on this. Oh, actually it's right here, the star. It says 3 of 6, okay? So it's not bad, it's not great, but it's giving you a 3 out of 6 for Confluence on this, right? On this particular candle that closed, okay? All right, so that's a clean entry, okay? Now, there's other ones here that might not pop up in this session, so I'm just gonna go over them, all right? So T2, if you see T2, that's a sweep rejection. It's also a high quality. It's not as good as the first one, but you'll see arrow labeled after a buy side liquidity or BSL or a sell side sweep candle, right? And there will be a wick above or below the level, closing back inside of the zone, right? So what does it mean? It means that price ran stop clusters above a swing high or below a swing low, and it grabbed liquidity, then reversed, and the wick tells the story, right? When you see a strong wick, the market is trying to get something, right? They're trying to get something. That's what that means, okay? So how to trade it? You don't enter on the sweep candle, right? You wait for the close. You wait for the close back inside of the range, right? And then you confirm VWAP in your PD zone alignment with the direction. That's how that works, okay? The next one is a T3, and the T3 zone is pretty much your OB absorption, which is order block or your supply and demand. All that populates automatically on the chart, okay? So your arrow labels, like inside, it'll be the cyan blue. The cyan color will be the bull OB box, and then the red bear would be the bear OB box, okay? So red sell, cyan buy. Okay, that's what it is. So what does this mean? Okay, so price is entering an order block or supply demand zone and shows absorption. Sellers couldn't push lower for a bull OB, or buyers couldn't push higher on a bear OB. Institutions are defending the zone. That's what it means. So how to trade it? You look for rejection candles inside the zone, and volume should be active. So best when the PD zone and the high time frame bias aligns with the order block direction, OB, order block, or supply demand. Okay, that's what this means, right? We've seen this earlier, right? We've seen this earlier back here, right? They defend the zones. They're defending the zones, right? They're defending the zones. I thought we had another one back here, but we don't. Okay, but anyway, that's what's happening. You probably couldn't see that because I have everything covered up, but you've seen it. I think you've seen it in the middle. All right, so then you have one of the strongest reversal signals, right? And that's going to be a change of character sweep, right? So arrows labeled with 5 bars after the buy side liquidity or sell side sweep, followed by a change of character labeled on the chart. It's going to show you this. Okay, what does this mean? This means that it's a full reversal sequence. Liquidity grabbed, structure shifted. Okay, so it's a 2-step institutional move. So they ran the stops and then they flipped the market, right? So T4 bypasses some of the filters because like the setup speaks for itself, right? So that means that you're not probably going to get all of the indications for it, but the setup kind of speaks for itself, right? So how to trade it? Highest conviction entry, right? That's what this is. The sweep is step 1. So that's what we're waiting for. Change of characters, the confirmation, that's your trigger, right? So that means that it's time to go. Trigger means action. Trigger means get in a position, right? So then you enter on the change of character close with the stop loss just beyond the sweep wick, right? So if you get 8, I'm gonna show you on the chart, so don't worry about it. We're gonna show you on the chart. And there's T5 and T6, and I'll show you those quick, and then we're gonna get back to the charts, and then we're gonna move on with my day. Hopefully this is all making sense for everybody, because yes, this is important stuff, and I think this indicator is dope, personally. So that's that piece, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add and talk about this part now, right? And this is T5, right? So it's that's hold on one second. T5 is the stop hunt re-entry. Not the greatest setup, right? It's very moderate, right? Not the greatest setup. You can get the okie doke here, okay? So just be careful, right? So essentially, you'll see an orange stop. Like you can see it. You can see right now. It says PDH sweep, but whatever. Oh no, yeah. Plus the stop hunt, okay? You'll get an orange stop hunt labeled with watch re-entry text on the chart, right? So you see that right now, right? You see that right now. That is showing you that right here, okay? Stop loss hunt, watch for re-entry, okay? What does it mean? So what it means is after a stop hunt sequence, price is setting up for re-entry in the original direction. So the hunt is over, smart money has filled, and the money is resuming. That's what it means, okay? So how to trade it? This is something you don't rush because this is only a 3-star. It's not like a high probability setup, right? So you don't rush it. You wait for price to confirm with a strong candle. Then you treat it as a secondary entry if you missed T4, right? If you missed T4. And remember, T4 was the sweep change of character, right? That's what that means. Sweep change of character. Oh. One second. All right, put a fire emoji in the chat right now if it makes sense. I need to know that I'm not wasting my breath or my time or yours. Hopefully we got some good viewers in here and people are sustaining. But again, if you're interested in it, like I said, this is supposed to be like a Discord type of like exclusive, but I figured like why not just make it public, right? A lot of people in the Discord already have this indicator, and now like I figured they want to know more about it, so I was going to teach them anyway. So I just decided to do it publicly, and then if those that see this, that if you're interested, try it out right now. Like I said, it's a one-time fee, and then April 1st is going to $30 a month. I'm telling you right now, there's no that's the plan, right? So get it now if you want. Try it. It's only costing you $47, right? That's just what it is right now. Okay. But like I said, the moment is over, is over. Okay. All right. So that's what that is. Okay. So now we're going to go to T6. This is the last one. So what these are, y'all, these are the signs or the symbols you're going to get on the chart. You see where it says call T1? You're going to see call and put options that populate on the chart. And it's based on the amount of confluences that the indicator pick up, right? So based on the confluence, it's going to show you which T is referring to. So now you have the cheat sheet for the T's. T6 is momentum exhaustion. Okay, so you'll get a yellow diamond on the chart, right, at a potential reversal area near a key level. Okay, so these three, so what does it mean? 3 or more consecutive candles are shrinking in size with closes like against the move. All right, so it's doing this into key levels, whether it's like a supply demand zone, rather it's previous day high, previous day lows, anything like that. That's what's happening as it's approaching these levels or zones. The indicator is sniffing a reversal before a change of character even forms. Okay, so it's giving you an early sign of a potential turnaround. Okay, that's what this is, and that's why it's a number 2. That's why it's not like, hey, hop into this play. It's a hey, be on the lookout. Now, of course, if you're an experienced trader, you might see this and you might say, what I see right now is a reversal. I'm going to take my chance and I'm going to go for it, right? And that could be like your prime time entry, and at least you got triggered, right? At least you got signaled, right? And if it does signal you, at least you have proper risk management, because it's giving you this stop loss that it says that you should have. And the stop losses that it gives, it's not when it touches it, it's when it confirms above it. So just know that. All right. But anyway, how to trade it. So it's just a heads up. Like I said, it's not an entry signal, so watch for confirmation rejection candles. Okay, volume spikes or change of character forming after the diamond. So patience is highly required when you see a T6. So T1, the best. T6, the worst. All right, that's kind of how this falls, right? So hopefully this makes sense. Put a 1 in the chat if this table was helpful. I know some of you have the indicator, so put a 1 in the chat if this table is helpful. When I tell you, like, I don't know how many people in here that do not have an indicator, but when I tell you that I put everything I had into this thing to take the mental load off of traders, I did it. And then like it's built for me, but I like to think I don't waste time building tools that don't make sense, and I definitely am not wasting my time telling y'all about it if I didn't think it made sense, right? It's not what I do, right? So me being here is me telling you that I think it's of value, and it's up to you though to see or make it work. Now again, we got some more to cover on this. There's no magic bullet. There's still the emotion. There's still the trader mindset that you have to go through. You have to condition your brain, and you have to keep working on yourself because there's flaws within you that's gonna still make you lose money, right? Like, so even if this indicator is telling you how to make the money, you're still going to lose money because it's just how you're wired. We have to change our operating system, and that starts with looking within and working on ourselves outside of the charts. Okay, so I have an indicator that is like the end all be all. I truly don't think another indicator is necessary. However, I do pair it with 2 other indicators sometimes just to validate or confirm my thought. Okay, that's what I do right now. But anyway, let me get rid of this and let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Any questions? Any questions before I continue? This is gonna go, that cheat sheet, it'll be free for the Discord community, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you need it, just message me on VWAP, like when you buy it, like, you know, because there are cheat sheets that's built in that I'll go over too, as far as the settings and stuff. But a lot of that stuff I have built into the form that you have to fill out after buying it on VWAP. Okay. But yeah, T1 and T4 are the strongest ones. And then the T6, it fires before confirmation. It's just like an indication that's just whispering at you before it actually shows you the move. Okay. So I think what I want to do, let's finish this play out right here, and then I might be able to switch over to like a futures, live futures right now, and just show you what I see actively if my wife is not ready to have me in her presence. She's taking a class right now. All right. Okay. All right. So after I play through this, I'm going to open it up for Q&A. Yes, the trading journal is still available on Amazon. That is the physical one. Jules, I have now came out with an app though that does a lot more, that was inspired by that journal. So I'll share with you the app, and I'll have to do a live stream explaining that as well. But there is the app, and then if you subscribe to the app, that gives you access to the Discord as well. All right, the app is dope. The app, I put my foot in that app. Took a long time, longer than this indicator. Yep, app info, I just shared it in the link. It's the link above you. But trust me when I say, I mean, it's a tool, like any tool. If you use it, great. If you don't, then it won't work, right? It's kind of how a tool works. All right, so I'm gonna press play and let's see if we hit our target. I think we already figured that out, but we hit our target. Okay, we exceeded the previous day high with a nice confirmation and demand, and then we have an institutional push to the upside. So we just had a huge move, right, on a call option, and it's still going. Imagine getting a T1. Remember, T1 and T4, right? Imagine getting this signal, and you're just looking at the charts, and guess what? What if I had no drawings? This is no lines drawn by me, no nothing. This is me watching price action and this indicator work, and me waiting for a signal like this. Me waiting for a signal like this to take action. I didn't do nothing, right? Like if I'm looking, like I didn't do nothing. All I did was wait and sit on my hands and wait for an opportunity, right? Because guess what this tells me, right? I don't care what's back here right now. If I'm looking at just the indicator, right? This orange line, it tells you it's your previous day high, right? Over here is showing you that we had a change of character. This is the downside, right? But then we have a volume push. We have a buy side liquidity, right? Which this is showing you an evening star, which is a reversal signal. If you guys know your price action candles, right? And then we have a little bit of a sell-off, but we have a demand zone or order block down here. As we came down, we lost volume, right? Then we get sell side liquidity. So we get a fake, we get a little bit of a fake wick, right? What are they doing? They're not trying to fake you out. They're trying to get orders, right? They're trying to get something, right? And then it breaks the structure, BOS, right? Okay. And then again, like you're seeing what's going on. Buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. So now we have a higher high or a higher low. Okay. Now we're looking for a higher high, and we get that right here, which is our change of character, right? So this just told me that we are now thinking more bullish. Before this call option pops up, this tells me that, hey, we're now in a bullish trend on this 5-minute time frame. Okay, that's what it told me. Okay, and then we get the signal. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. So then as we're approaching our previous day high, we actually have a volume push, right? We're not losing momentum. We have a previous day high sweep with this little wick at the top. You're just stop loss hunting. But when you see that, you're watching for re-entry. We're watching for entry for a continuation to the upside. We're not looking for a reversal necessarily. Okay. Then we're seeing confirmation. We're seeing some support. Then we hit our target. Not only do we hit our target, institutions show up at our target, pushes up, right? Institutions step in saying they want this to go higher, right? So this was a banger of a play. It's a banger of a play. And what happens? Well, technically, I mean, you just ride the wave until you get a change of character, right? You're in an uptrend until you're proved otherwise. Now we're in a different market. The market's over, blah, 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 but whatever, right? Guess what happens though? Our take profit target becomes our support. If we give this up, right, then that tells us that we're likely, it's likely is done. But we came to our target, we retraced to make our target our new support level, and beautiful, right? Beautiful. So, can you share app? Also, can you give a link to your physical journal on Amazon too? Yes. Technically, if you just go to Amazon and then just type in S4R or Stocks for Real, it will pop up. But I will do you a solid. I think I got it actually here. All right. So before I get into anything else, are there any more questions? Are there any questions? This is Q&A time. This is Q&A time. Jules, here's all the apps. Hold on. Here's all the apps that I offer. Okay. All right. So, but Amazon.com. I'll do the search for you. But we're about to swing into the Q&A session of the live stream, okay? Here is the physical journal right there. Would that work for crypto? Yes, it will work for crypto. Great question. It will work for crypto, but I've not tested it on crypto. But I know it works. So if I go to Bitcoin, let's go. I like Ethereum, but let's go ETH. I like Ethereum. So if I go to Ethereum, same thing, man. Right? What a beautiful entry for so if you're a crypto scalper or trader, man, you golden. Look, it gave you a T1 here too. Gave you another T1, right? It gave you all of these call options. It just fed you. Even this put option printed. Hold on, let me show you so it doesn't look like it didn't print. This is ETH, right? So we have a put option. Here's the first put option that I get to show you. So you get a put option that gives you your entry, your stop loss, your take profit target. Okay, it's a T1, so you know it's good, right? Here's your stop loss line that automatically populates, and then here's your take profit. Guess what happens? Guess what happens? We go from here all the way down through our level, right? And then we hit this right here, which is the sell side liquidity, which is your sign to potentially get out of your position, right? So you can exit once you see SSL, or wait until you cross your previous target. Whatever you want to do, is your money, right? But yeah, change the character. Equal lows, right? Change the character. Calls. Sell side liquidity. It's finding support above the 200-day EMA. Every one of these is hitting their targets. Okay. Previous day high sweep right here. Okay. So all of this. I want to say that the lines might be off on this one, but the lines should be on. Lines are on. Okay. So yes, it works. Now, we're going to the Q&A session. So, what questions do you guys have of me? Like, put a fire emoji in the chat if you think that this was valuable. Please let me know. Please let me know. I'm looking for... Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So right now we have futures going on right now. Okay. So, and just so you know, like, we have a change of character already, sell side liquidity. So technically we're bullish. Why? Because we're seeing higher lows, higher highs. It gave us our change of character. Okay. And now we're looking for opportunity to enter a long position, but we need for price action to tell us so. So we can draw our lines if we so choose, right? We can draw our lines if we so choose. We know that this is a change of character if we break below this lower, this higher low. But as of right now, we're bullish, right? So if I wanted to go long, yeah, I don't know if this is the candle I would do it on, because I don't know where volume is right now. Volume's low. I don't like volume being low right here. But if I were to hop in, then I'm telling myself that I'm hopping in based on this candle. And if this candle fails, then that means that, you know, I'm invalidated, right, as of right now. And I'm not gonna ride this wave all the way down for it to test this line. I'm just gonna wait patiently, right, for it to kind of come through. But based on what I see, we've already hit our higher high, so we should come down and retest, but to be determined. This is on the 1 minute. I like to see the 5 minute, and 5 minutes is still kind of doing its thing. Okay, so this is not a a trade until we get a closing confirmation. But we want to get it at a discount, right? Because if we want calls, hold up. I know there's questions. If we want calls, we will be looking at the PD zone, and we'd be looking for something that says discount calls. Right now, because we're at our higher high, right? If we were going to maintain this trend, then this would be an opportune time for puts if you're trying to short it and playing the tops and bottoms of a trend or the market structure. But let's see what we got. Curtis just purchased. Okay. All right. Anybody right now that's interested in the indicator, then go for it, and I'll give you access right now. You have to follow the link, and I'll give access while answering questions. So Curtis, if you filled out the form that followed, then I'll give you access. But I need to see the fact that you filled out the form. And let me check and see if we have new signups. Okay, so I'm about to give access to the latest name I have on the list right now. This is going to Jay. Okay, Jay, you have access now. I just missed the form, big dog. Hold up, let me I don't know how you're gonna get back into it, but I see you on here. All right, so Curtis, I see you. So if you want to just type in your TradingView username, I'll give you access. And I want you to message me on WAP that you forgot the form. Okay, I need you to do that. All right, so my Amazon, looking at MQ. Katrina, if you want it, then there's the link to it is pinned to the top. Okay, everybody, make sure you fill out the form. And then please do me a favor and boost it, and like put a 5-star on WAP if you could too. That'd be very appreciated. So we would have been safe on this play. It looks like. I think I was out on a 1 minute when this popped up. Or was I on? I was on the. Oh yeah, it was this one right here. So it did a little okie doke breaking structure. Oh, okay. Yeah, we would have been safe on a call. We're seeing absorption here. All of these things have meaning, and like the settings are here. The settings are provided within the form, just so you know. And yeah, if you don't want to see like certain entries, like you don't care for like T6, you don't need to have it on your chart. You know what I mean? You can kind of control the settings. You can turn on scalp mode for futures if you need it. So 1 minute time frames for scalping, right? Change the character. This is the one right here. This is where I said that we could probably get on a long, and then I said the stop loss would be this candle if I got in, and then but then you need to know where you're going, right? So that would require more work because you don't know where you're going. I guess you could go with the length of this candle, right? That could be your take profit as an example, with this being the entry. So, but you still would have been cooking. I could be in the futures play right now. All right, Curtis, I got you. All right, Jordan, you have access. Anybody that requests access, please give me a 5-star on VWAP if you don't mind, because I like to do things very organic, and a lot of the things that I do requires word of mouth, because as you know, I'm not like blasting on YouTube, so my opportunities are a little different, and that's by design, slow and steady. But then also please boost it on TradingView, because again, there's a lot of indicators from TradingView, but if you boost them, right, then more people can find it. And this whole thing is about helping as many traders as possible. And there's no reason for you to keep it to yourself, especially if it's something that you think could genuinely work and help others. So please do share it with your friends, within your community or whatever. Because like I said, after April 1 is going to be $30 a month. What platform are you using to trade overnight? It depends. If you're trading futures, then I'm using NinjaTrader and TradingView. If you're, I don't know. I mean, that's what I would be using. So for overnight. Where do you view live charts for overnight trading? TradingView. And again, like I'm assuming that you're talking like futures. But yeah, I'm not sure. If you're talking like crypto, then it's different. Then I use Crow or crypto.com. But yeah, TradingView I use for futures. Here's another opportunity, right? Where you could go long off of this wick, right? The indicator didn't give me any type of volume for shorts, but there is some absorption here that I see. So, but we're still trending, we're active, we're in a premium area for puts, so that means that calls are expensive where it is right now. Okay. There's a little box that you're not seeing probably on the screen that is showing a level of absorption here, right? Any other questions? Stocks you can't trade beyond like 7 p.m. I want to say Central Standard Time. Anybody else, if you're looking to get the indicator, now is the time, because I will not be able to. I will be like going to sleep soon, so you won't have it for trading tomorrow if you don't do it now. Let me check. I'll ping you and Bob for a cheat sheet. Okay. Otherwise, if we're in Discord, do that too. But yeah, no. Yeah, WAP is great. Do it in WAP. Any other questions? Like I said, it goes a long way, everybody, just to boost this. Hold on, let me show you what I mean by boosting. Okay, I think you can see my screen. Yeah, so on this screen, you have this ability to press this boost button. So please, when you go to the indicator, please be sure to boost it if you can. I don't know if you can find it the other way. But I think if you click author, and then you can go to the scripts, and then you can boost it. These are all my failed attempts because there's rules and crap that I had to follow with TradingView, and it's more fails than this, just so you know. But it takes a little bit to get things to pass, essentially, yeah. But yeah, boost, leave a comment, like, just so people can see that, you know, that others are using it and that you see the value in it, even if it doesn't work for you right now. You just see me demo it, so you can see that it's it can work, right? I didn't get any signal, right, on like a call option, but I got to change a character, right? And then I see a doji or a hammer at the little bit of a bottom of a downtrend with a lower volume. So I say, okay, well, I can probably hop into calls for the length of this candle. And sure enough, it hit, right? It hit, then it triggered, right? So same thing kind of goes for here, where we come up. This isn't a volume, like this isn't an institutional move. If it was, it would show VOL at the top. But so I'm gonna bank on making more money on this candle, and sure enough, like this move alone, this is just M and Q, but if it was NQ, what is it, 24 points, right? So that is like on one contract, $480 on NQ, right? And of course, I don't know how you guys do it, but I mean, if you are like a 4 contract person, it's $19.20, so $1,920. So I'm still trying to familiarize myself with WAP, but I got you on the 5-star. I appreciate that, big dog. Thank you so much. So 45-second time frame says, hold on, what happened to everything? Oh, you know, I think TradingView, excuse my French, like is, oh, yeah, what the heck though? How does this make sense? Yeah, I think it kind of is like screwing me right now with, because I think they changed their policies as far as like being able to see a 45-second. So I'm kind of upset about it. I think like you have to go to like another tier now, which upsets me because I've had it this whole time. But anyway, how do you get this indicator again? And is there a fee you pay? Yes, so you get the indicator by following the link that's pinned to the top of this chat, right? And then one second. Are you done? And then you fill out a form. And then once the form is completed, then I will give you access. It is a one-time charge of $47. But like I said, that is for like early adopters. Come April 1st, it will be $30 a month. Anybody have any questions on this indicator? So, I mean, in closing, like everybody, let me just put it like this, right? This indicator, man, I'm gonna throw this try. So in closing, like this indicator doesn't make you a trader, right? Your process does. This isn't just, this just makes your process cleaner, okay? That's what it does. So I told you the price, I told you the deadline. I provided the link, right? So you should have that pinned to the top of the comments. Am I missing anything else? If tonight helps you see the market differently, that's enough for me. Everything else is secondary. Process over profits, y'all. So like, outside of that, I think I'm gonna get off of here, and you guys have about like a half hour before like I'll add anybody more tonight. After like 11:30, then you can expect to gain access tomorrow. I would do so as soon as I can, right? Typically it's when I wake up or whatever. But I guess that's it. Without further ado, appreciate everybody here, and stocks for real, everybody. I don't know. Take care.